Hi there, and welcome to this week's newsletter. I'm coming to you from Vienna, Austria, where I'm making a quick stopover on my way between our Japan and South Korea trips and our trip to Slovenia, Croatia, and the Adriatic coast, which is going to start tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to welcoming our members on that program. Here behind me, the Belvedere Palace, one of the fabulous Baroque buildings that one can see here in Vienna. As many of you know, it's one of my favorite cities, Austria, very near and dear to my heart. So I'm happy to have at least 1 or 2 days off in between trips. But most importantly, I have an announcement to make, which on the topic of our solo traveler program, I'm thrilled that we are going to release our member profile for those of you who are looking for a travel companion. We're calling it Companions for the Road, quite appropriately. And the first stage is it consists of a questionnaire that we've put together for those of you who are looking for a travel companion. And it's going to enable us to have you understand a little bit the type of characteristics that you exhibit as a traveler and that you'd be looking for in a fellow traveler. So you'll find a link to that questionnaire below. Obviously, all of the information is super confidential. We'll be using it internally in order to help you find a travel companion. And once you've filled in that questionnaire, the next step is that we have a couple of member volunteers who are going to help us interpret the information and look for suitable matches. And of course, before we exchange information with anybody else, we're going to let you know the type of person that we've found that might be a suitable travel companion for you, and then you'll be able to say whether or not you want to meet that person. The next stage we have in our Companions for the Road program is going to be our webinar, our companion finding webinar, which is a totally new idea that we've come up with. Our first one is going to happen on June the 27th, and it's an opportunity for anybody that has ever heard of the concept of speed dating. It's a little bit like that, where you'll be able to, in a short 2 or 3 minute time frame, introduce yourself, a little bit about what your travel aspirations are and what you'd be looking for in a travel companion. And we'll have sort of 10 or 15 people participating in that webinar, and they'll be able to do the same. And then you can let us know the type of person, if you see anybody who you think might be somebody that you'd like to travel with. So we're forging new ground with all of this, but we're very excited about what all of this entails and our first steps in our efforts to bring all of those solo travelers who are in our membership list and give them an opportunity to meet each other. So lots in store coming for you over the next couple of weeks, and I definitely look forward to, as I say, embarking on our next trip to Croatia, Slovenia, and the Adriatic coast starting tomorrow, and I'll be coming back to you next week as we travel the beautiful part of the Balkan region of Europe. So until then, as always, I wish you happy travels.